Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today my plan is, I'm going to stand up. So yeah, today I've got a plan which is to actually sort these wheels out. So I said in the last video I wanted to do something with them. This video I'm actually going to be polishing the lips and painting the wheels. I might not get it all done today, I might not, who knows. I've only got a few hours of light, so right now I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually polish the lips, because then once I've done that I can mask off the lips and then paint the centres, and I'm not going to wreck sort of the fresh paint on the centres. So I need to get the car jacked up first, which is always a pain because the car is so low. So I've got a selection of little bits of wood and stuff here, and I'm going to attempt to drive it onto the wood and get the car jacked up. Once we've got it jacked up, I'll explain the process of how I'm going to do the lips. So yeah, let's get it done. Alright, so I'm all jacked up now. I've got an anchor stand over that side, jack on that side, and the first step is I'm actually just going to clean both wheels. I've got some wheel cleaner here and some water just to clean it down with, a little cloth. So all I'm going to do is literally just, so yeah, I'm literally just going to pop the camera down, get these wheels clean, and then I can explain the process of what exactly I'm doing. So so I've got the wheels sort of clean at the moment. So as you can tell, the reason I'm doing this is because of all of this in the wheel. So all of that's like corrosion and stuff just bedded into it. So that's the main reason I'm doing. But what I've got for the job today is, so I've got wet and dry. I've got some 2000 grit for the lips at the end. I've got just white primer, just some wheel and trim paint, and some better lacquer because it's got a good little nozzle on it. So, and we've got paint prep wipes which I had laying around, just to wipe in between, and then right for the end result I've got a little bit of oil, so just to clean them, polish them lips up a little bit, and then we should be good. Right, so I also forgot to mention I'm actually going to do this with the car jacked up, obviously with the wheels running, and then I can just get in there and get it all done. So I'm going to start with the other side first, and hopefully it comes out good. So what I'm going to do first is I'll do the steel wool first, then I'll go through all the sandpaper. Alright guys, so this is where I'm at. I've done 240 grit, 400 grit, and I think 800, and this is where I'm at basically. So it's kind of like a brushed aluminium kind of look at the moment. Actually looks real smart. Compare it to the other side, which I haven't even touched yet. Big difference so far. We're going to continue. I've got a 1200 grit and 2000 grit to go, and then we'll be done. But right now, it looks kind of cool. I like it. So let's carry on. So I've hit it with all the sandpapers now, and I've gone to 2000 grit. There's little things that I can't get rid of like this, but overall it's come out really good so far. For now, this side is done. I'm now going to do the other side. So it's like nowhere near as good. See, it's all like that. So that's the main reason I've painted them. I'm trying to polish them up a bit. And when I've got both of these done, I will show you the results of how they look, and then we can start painting. So yeah. Right, so I finished this side as well. Looking 100% better. Starting to get a little bit dark out now, but I actually test polished one piece on this wheel. It's hard to kind of see in this low lighting. It's like this piece here, as you can see. I like sort of polish that up, see how it would come out. It's coming out looking really good. The stuff I'm going to use all over the lips, so I'm just going to get that on, start spreading that around on both wheels, and try and get the lips to look like that all the way around. And this is going to take a little, so let's just keep them little lo-fi tunes on the go and carry on doing this. Alright, so it's now like dark outside, but I finished doing this wheel, and as you can see, it's come up pretty well, like proper polished lip on there compared to what it was at the start. Like as you can see here, to then to this, it's unreal. Like I didn't think it was going to come out that good, but it actually come out so good. Probably the auto, so I'll put in the work there. So I'm just going to polish the other side. See, quite dull compared to the other one. So you can see how matted out it is, where it's been sanded. It's all like dull, matted out. I've let the water dry on it. So compare it again to this side, which is stupid shiny. Like, it looks so good. So yeah, I'm just going to do the other side. Then I'm going to get the wheels off and I'm going to start prepping them for paint. It seems really backwards why I polish these lips first, but it's because once I've polished the lips, I can then just put tape all along this line down here. And then I won't accidentally, like when I was polishing the lips, I'm not going to accidentally chip away at the white paint that's going to go on this. The wheels are now off. I'm about to start sanding them to paint them white. So yeah, essentially I've got to go through the sandpaper, but I'm going to start off using some like weird grit starcher. So yeah, here's the wheels. Obviously all the lips like cleaned up and polished and looking way better now. So the next sort of step is to actually get the wheels painted up. So I'm going to start sanding them down, but I'm going to be using this stuff here just to do it. So I'm starting off with this green one, which is quite coarse, then going to this one, and then I can start primering, and I'll use that one in between primer and paint, just for the course. I was going to use sandpaper, and I probably will use a little bit every now and then, but I'm going to start off the really boring process of trying to sand these down, and then I'll mask them up once I've got them all sanded down, and then I can actually do the bit I want to do, which is paint. So yeah, cue the little time lapse of getting these all sorted. Alright, so I've actually finished sanding this wheel down. These little grooves in here, it was hard. It's got a little lip on it, I don't really know if you can see, but getting in there. So I just folded up a piece of 240 grit and got all in there. So I actually went over it with 240 in the end because they've been painted before, so it was quite thick, so I just wanted to get through it, and then I hit it with the medium sort of pad there. So now I've got to kind of repeat the process on this one, and I can finally lay a bit of paint, which is what I've been waiting for. All right, so it's done. It's all fully sanded down now, so all I've got to do is actually just rinse them off and then dry them up, and I can start masking everything up to get ready to paint. So just go wash them off real quick. Alright, so as you can tell, wheel's all dry now, and I went ahead and I actually masked up this wheel. I pretty much got the masking tape as close as I could to the edge all the way around, and I put these little bits of tape all the way around just to pull the bag away a little bit. Now I'm gonna repeat the process and get this one done. So alright, so now you can see I've got all the wheels sort of like taped up, bagged up and everything like that. I've got it as close as I could to sort of the edge. I've just got the primer and some hot water at the moment, and then I'm gonna shake that up, get that ready to go. So all I've got to do now is just set up where I'm going to paint, and then I will get my first coats on them. So I'm just going to dust them on the first ones. Alright, so before I actually do anything, I'm quickly working down some like paint prep stuff, trying to be, you know, all proper. Alright, so that's just the first coat, so now I've got to wait like however long it says on here. Come back, get the other few coats on, and then we can start laying some paint. Alright, so I've done the second coat, and there is a little bit, let's call it a little paint run. So I'm just going over this like fine, like sand and sponge shit, and I'm just going to get rid of some of the high points on there. Alright, so I found a couple of little like bad runs in the paint, so I've just sort of lightly sanded around the area. There's not much I can do with some of them. It's actually like, it's in the metal. Someone's had to go out really sanding this before me, put some big old grooves and everything in it. So, but this one here is actually pretty good. So I can get the first coat of paint on this wheel. I'm gonna hit this up with a little bit more primer, just a little bit. The first coat of paint on that one, and then I'll wait and we'll get it all done. So we're nearly there. Alright, so this wheel's on its first coat of paint, and at first I thought it was looking real bad. It's a little bit grainy, but nothing really that bad at all. So I'm literally going to add a first coat of paint to this one more coat of paint to that, and then 2 more coats each after that, and then I can do the clear coat. Alright, so one final coat for the wheel on this side. This is having the second coat, so we're nearly there. I'm nearly ready to clear coat. getting over it because it's getting real late. Alright, so I've got a little paint line just there. I'm gonna let that dry for 20 minutes, just give that a real light sand, just to try and get rid of that. This one's actually looking really good. So this is on its final coat. Can't actually wait to see how it comes out, especially with the chrome lip. Just this one left to do, so we'll get a little sand on that and then get the last coat of paint on that, and we'll hit both of them up with some clear coat. So this is the wheel that's finally getting a clear coat. The other wheel is a little bit tacky still, so I put that near a radiator to try and like dry out, so I can just give it a little sand up on a bit that's got overspray on. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some clear coat on this one now, so I can at least get this one finished tonight. Alright, so it's time for the final coat of clear coat on this wheel, and hopefully it should come out good. The other one I'm going to fix later on, and then we'll come back tomorrow, take all of this stuff off and get the wheels fed up to the car. Alright, so it's now day 2, the wheels are painted. I had a nightmare last night with a paint run which turned into me touching it and put a fingerprint on it, so I had to wait till the morning. So I lightly sanded that out, got that all done, and this one here I've just done its last coat of clear coat on. However, I have got one that's ready to go, so I'm going to get that out and like take all the tape and stuff off of it, and we can actually see how it's going to look. So I've actually got a couple bits of like overspray on here. I did try to tape it up as best I could, but I should be able to get rid of that, no problem. Transformation right there, I tell you. So I'm stoked on that. So just letting this one dry. It actually looks sick. This wheel's finished dry now, so I can actually take all the tape off this one as well and see if there's any overspray on it. There is a little bit of like overspray on the wheel, so I'm gonna clean that up a bit. And to clean it up, I'm using these, so like multi-purpose like wipes, so they do the job. So yeah, these are the wheels now compared to what they were, so they're looking a million times better. The next step is to actually just go and get them on the car. That's what I'm excited for, so let's go do that now. Alright, so you can already see how they're going to be. I've got the wheels on. For some reason the timers didn't work, but so far, yeah, I'm loving it. So let's get this car dropped down, and then I can actually show this car off a little bit, because I am in love with the way they look right now, so let's get that done. I also still don't have a jack handle, so I've been using 2 extension bars together for ages. I need to sort that out. And because I don't have a jack handle, I have to actually drop the whole car down with a screwdriver, which is obviously quite fun. So they're on, and I think they look sick. This whole video is essentially just time lapses and stuff like that, but it was all worth it because they actually look pretty fresh. Really happy with how they turned out. Look real good. But yeah, that's the video done. Car looks sick. I think it looks sick. It was like 2 days of hell, actually 3 days. I polished the lips, painted them, everything like that, and I'm glad I did it in the order I did it, because just like it looks good. So that's the end of the video today. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know, leave me some positive comments. Let me know what you want to see next. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.